Can we trust Germany? Can the world trust Germany? What is the United States and NATO doing with Germany? They are having the head of Germany, Merkel, be the bulldog attack guard, much like they used Marines, but the vocal attack dog, barking up a storm against Putin. Now the G8 system has been put on hold. Any other meetings of the G8 will be postponed, rescheduled, if they will ever occur again. The G8, of course, as you should know, are members of the largest economic powers in the world, the superpowers, and this is loosely identified with the Security Council and the UN. So it's all overlapping, interlocking components of the New World Order as it's coming to be. And it's really been in place for many decades now and took formation with the establishment of the UN post-World War II in the mid-1940s. However, this is good news for protesters and for anyone who's an opponent of the G8 and their global elitism, as many of the pundits will tell you, or conspiracy theorists. But getting back to Germany, the information which is being covered up by the West, supposedly, as exposed by the Eastern powers of Russia and China, are showing us that the instigation behind the sniper killings and the rioting in the western Ukraine, and especially Kiev in the Maidan, that location, the central social population power core, had in fact neo-Nazi philosophy behind it, neo-Nazi powers, very extreme, what they call right-wing. Now, I don't necessarily call it right-wing, but you can tie it in with the fascism and this current Nazi power which is rising in Europe as we speak. So, who's coordinating with this? Well, none other than the United States, who has been portrayed as the enemy in the conflict of the World War II. These are enemies. These are mortal enemies. Roosevelt went against Hitler. But now you see Obama taking the hand of Merkel and saying, we like you. We want a new rise of the Nazis. We want another Third Reich. Oh, wait, are we going to call it a Fourth Reich? And we are going to go against Russia. We're going to back you. We're going to favor you. We're going to be in a treaty with you. So if you study the rise of the Third Reich under Hitler at the time of the late 1920s and into 1930, 31, 32, 33, where he basically consolidated his power and took over Germany with his people. It wasn't him alone. Everybody wants to single out Hitler. It was Hitler, the SS, and all his officers. If you study what they did, you will find some parallels as to what is going on right now. There was United States support for German power. There is talk that Lindbergh was pro-Nazi. There is talk that Ford, the car maker, was pro-Germany. There was talk that Granddaddy Bush, the grandfather of the latest George W. Bush, W. And the grandfather was not only pro-Nazi, but he was doing a lot of business with the Nazi Germans. And this is just swept under the rug. But as you can see, the United States is in support. There is a huge faction, including Obama now, and all the diplomats, Newland, Department of State, probably also Hillary Clinton behind it all, waiting in the wings. You see that there is a huge amount of bonding going on now to get the Nazis back into power. You know, this is shocking, but when you take a careful look at it, you will see that, of course, you know, the Nazis have never really been put down. They've just been sedated. They've been given a tranquilizer drug, but they're waking from their slumber now. And that's what's underneath. That's the undertone of Germany now today. And you'll find a lot of vocal people who will not want to agree with this, and they'll deny it out of Germany, and that's fine. There's many, many good Germans. And I want the German people to understand I'm a friend of any true, good Germans, as well as any country. French, British, Americans, Mexicans, Brazilians, whoever it might be. Russians, Ukrainians, Crimeans. I'm a friend to all those that are friends to a peaceful, unified global world. But I am not a friend to Nazis. I am not a friend to Soviets. And I'm certainly not a friend to the Western NATO powers and the way they're doing things. Because I've identified right now that all they're doing is allowing the strengthening of a neo-Nazi rise from slumber. I don't want to say death, but from slumber. That's what is happening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give me your comments in the section below. Share this with all your friends. Make sure you're subscribed. And you could also rate the video with a thumbs up if you want.